Yo, what's up everyone? This is MFoss from DreamySZN. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how I made the melody for the Toosii song called IG Live. Alright, let's get to it. So, I started with the piano as I normally do, which is Omnisphere Keyscape LA Custom Mellow Piano. And I think the only thing I did was I turned the reverb down a little bit. And yeah, this is how the chord sounds. Yeah, that's the first 8 bars, and I also have the second part where instead of going up at the end, it goes down instead. Which is just for some variation, because it's like a super simple melody, and it just creates a different vibe. So the way I built these chords up was I started with the bass notes here, and I just took this and I just copied it up 2 times, up to D sharp up here. And then instead of doing like the normal triad chords that you would do when you do like every other white notes, I just decided to do 2, and then I literally just copied this up an octave. It's just the D sharp 3 times throughout the chord. So like 3 of the 4 notes in the chord is literally just D sharp. So it's super simple. So yeah, it's just the same over the whole thing. And for the effects, turn the volume down a little bit. Added some EQ for the low end, some size up on the reverb here. Not so much, like super simple, just EQ and reverb. And yeah, next thing I added was this these Rhodes from Omnisphere, which is just copy and paste from the piano, and I just took away the low end there on the low notes, the bass notes. From Keyscape, the Rhodes LA Custom Lush, and I didn't do anything with the settings down here, but I did add some effects to it though. I added some EQ, took a bit of the low end out and the high end to give it like that radio feeling, and then I added some hella reverb, actually, a lot of the size, and I believe it's one of the presets in here. Yeah, it's the venue preset, and I just turn the size all the way up, which makes it like a spacious feeling. And then I added some top notes. And instead of like the basic Paint top melodies with the keys, I decided to go for something like more repetitive, and I ended up with this. So the way I built this was it's really just 3 notes, and then it's like some variation every now and then, which is super important so the listener doesn't get bored. So yeah, it's just a little bit of variation, and then I also have them like kind of fading out in the velocities here. So it kind of fades out, which gives it like a cool effect. The LA Custom C7 classical piano. Don't think I did anything to the settings here. And for the effects, I added some EQ to cut out the lows and a little bit of the highs. I added an effect drag, which I use all the time. Effect drag is super nice. The medium dark room, which you can find in spaces, and then another reverb. So yeah, just a little bit of size up. Just a standard reverb, like nothing special to it. This is without any effects. And then with the effects. And then the next thing I added was, I believe, these vocals from Arcade Hooked. You know, standard arcade vocals. You can hear without the effects first. And then the effects makes it's a big difference. You can hear it. Really just puts it more in the background. And the next thing I added was this bass, which is from Expand. It's the full finger bass. If you just go down to basses and then full finger bass right there. And then for the effects, just took a little bit out the low end and then a lot of the high ends because you don't need it really. And then the last thing I added was this ample guitar. The guitar in this melody, for me, it's like, it's my favorite part of the melody, and it's really what makes the melody. It's ample guitar LP, clean rhythm, both something, something. Sounds like this. And originally I just had it like this. Which, I mean, it works just fine, but I felt like it wasn't filling enough space. So I just took this and I just doubled it, took it up an octave, and then I turned the velocities down, so it sounds like this. And then for the effects, you know, super simple again, just an EQ, took out some of the highs and a lot of the low end. And then the effect rack with the crystal choir presets. So if you go to guitar and then crystal choir, you can find it there. And I just turned this crystallizer mix knob down a lot to like 8% or something. And then I added the stereo shaper. I used this Stereoize 3 preset, I believe. And, yeah, without the effects, it sounds like this. You know, kind of boring. And then with the effects, and yeah, that's basically it for this loop. I mean, super simple, like the chords, super simple. The counter melody, just like 3 notes playing over and over again with like a little bit of variation. The bass just following like the root notes in the piano, but just added some little notes here and there to create some extra bounce. Arcade vocals, and then the guitar. And then all I did on the master was just simple paramedic EQ, reverb, and some effect track. And then yeah, this is how the loop turned out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let us know down in the comments what you want to see from us in the future. Also make sure to check out the DreamySZN Discord. We will have the link in the description. We're always on there cooking, so if you want to come talk to us and ask us for tips and tricks, we're always there. This has been MFoss with DreamySZN. Take care. This feels so weird. Okay, I'm gonna go again. Take two.